welcome to the Dumbfounding Dipshits podcast. I'm Mike, that's Ryan, and I have a cold. It's a man
What's
cold.
up, dipshits? It's not COVID again? You don't got COVID?
It's not COVID. No. It's not COVID. Not this time.
Yeah, weather's
At
changing.
least
Weather's going to be changing by you pretty soon. You're going to get in the cold weather in about fucking two or 3 weeks.
Well, I think my daughter, we went to a birthday party, and my daughter played with the children, and children are cesspools of germs, so then we all
Yeah, they're like petri dishes. Yeah.
Yes.
Well,
So,
at least you know your immune system's working.
which is ironic. Anyway. Ooh, a comment already. Oh, hey, Beth420. That was quick. Welcome.
What up? Welcome back.
If you hear noise
Back
in the
for another
background,
week.
that's The Wire. We are watching, we meaning we are watching The Wire for like the 5th time. At least my
Great
fifth
show.
time.
One of the goats. One of the goats. Definitely
Yep.
goes up there with fucking Breaking Bad and fucking St. Elsewhere. So what's up, Mike? Have you been watching the news lately?
No, I try not to
No?
watch news. Who watches news? What happened
Well-
now? What happened?
Well, I watch whatever comes up on my notifications on my phone, and like whatever I hear in passing while listening to, like people's podcasts or just the banter on the internet. And apparently, Friday night there was an EDM festival in Washington State, and I guess we could do dipshit of the week off the bat. I guess there's no segue for it, but this is the dipshit of the week. Some motherfucker got foiled in an attempt to mass shoot an EDM concert in Washington
that's
State
what
over
we're
the
talking
weekend.
about. Yes.
Yes. So they stopped him, and how they stopped him was this guy went and scouted the area and asked the party goers where the exits were and what time it would be getting out. And then not only did he do that, but he was caught loading his gun, I believe, in the parking lot, if I'm not reading correctly. And 31-year-old, so not kid. Well, kid, I call him a kid because it's like a fucking child in town. Do some stupid shit like that. But yeah, man, one almost. Mass
All right. So I just want to say something. Everyone knows you load the. This is why the people that
load the gun before.
the people that commit these crimes. Yes, the people that commit these crimes aren't like gun experts.
Yeah, I'm sort of left speechless at how stupid this kid is. I'm not trying to say he needed to execute this at all. Like, this is just like
No, not at all.
Thank God he was an idiot.
Had
This is
he-
what I think. I suspect that
had
it was
he-
on purpose.
Had he
I think this
executed it,
Yeah.
I do feel though that not as many people would have cared because it was an EDM concert.
Oh.
So like, had it been like a rap concert or like a metal concert, people might have cared.
Vegas was an EDM concert.
But because it
wasn't
was it wasn't.
What was Vegas? It wasn't a concert?
Well,
I believe it was EDM.
if it was an EDM concert, then there's a deeper problem here.
No, but this is what I'm suspecting. I'm calling bullshit on this kid. I think this kid was, how people do suicide by cop? You know what I mean? Like, where they set it up just because they want to get shot by the cops. I
Yes.
think this was like, he made his plan to get arrested for this. Because somebody who goes to a concert armed and loads a gun in a
Harvest
parking
Music
lot
Festival. I think it was country music.
in Vegas
Yeah.
was country. Yeah, maybe it was. Maybe you're right. But either way, like, yeah, EDM. Who you really
And
missing?
I
Who's
was
going to an EDM
completely. It's a joke.
Yes.
Had
It's a
he
satire,
accomplished his task,
Yeah,
we we would be sad. But
You
since
know,
he
I
didn't
mean-
accomplish his task, we can make fun of the fact that he was
It
trying
was
to
sad.
shoot up an
It
EDM
was
concert,
sad because he was such an idiot. Like, I think, like, no, like, that's not sad. How
no,
stupid
that's
this
not
kid was.
sad. That's
Or maybe he was so smart that he did this on purpose. Like, he wanted to get caught for this.
that's a gift that he was so dumb. That's it. Just imagine he went there fully loaded, and everyone answered his questions. Like, yeah, we'll be walking out this door at like this time, perfectly, exactly at this time, and we'll be completely helpless and drunk, or whatever.
Yeah, and
She did
there's
wanna blow my
probably
nose.
light security. I don't know, like, I don't know how like Washington State rolls. I know like when you go to things. Okay, for example, I always felt pretty secure in New York City. Anytime I went to like a major event, you know what I mean? And like anytime I went to like a festival or an
do you
open air
remember?
in New York City.
Do you remember leaving Governor's Ball after seeing Tool, or going to Tool? And there
I
were guys with
remember the
machine
crew out.
guns. There was guys with
Yes.
machine guns. It was
Yes.
security, cops with machine
Yes.
guns.
They were holding SMGs and they were loaded. They were fucking body armor and everything. And they had that place secured tight. And there were many ways in and out of Randall's Island. Randall's Island we went to, right?
I thought it was Governor's Island, but it could have been
Governor's
either.
Island.
It
Yeah,
could have
sorry.
been either. I
Yeah.
don't know.
In and out of Governor's Island was tight security. I've gone to open air things down here in South Florida. And even though like the police presence is pretty, you know, like it's there. I don't know. Like I don't feel like they're like, maybe they don't have to apply themselves that much because that shit, like when people get shot down here, it's in like small clusters. Doesn't really happen at like large events, except for that Orlando, the nightclub shooting in Orlando, you know. But I don't know, man. I felt safer like in those cities. So I feel like in Washington State, the security might have been light. Like if somebody didn't go and rat him out, because I think that's what happened. Somebody's like, hey, this dude is loading a rifle in the parking lot.
Hey guys, if you look over to the left over there, there's someone loading a gun in the parking lot. Perhaps someone should say something.
I think the person asking for the exits was the first red flag, and I don't know why that guy wasn't ratted out then. Like
No, but that's
couple of people.
I mean, you might want to know where the exits are in case you're claustrophobic.
Or my
something.
daughter's in there or some shit like that. This guy was like 31 years old. Like he was of age to be at an EDM concert, right? That's that generation, right? They like that shit.
I don't know who listens to that trash music.
We called it techno when we were kids, right?
I guess we did.
Yeah.
I guess it was called techno.
Changed names. It's like ecstasy is
Wait,
Molly
what is
now.
the techno?
You know what I mean? Like everything changed terms.
Techno versus EDM.
The same shit, right?
Techno
it's electronic
is a
dance
genre of electronic dance music, which is generally.
I'm dressed like a boomer too. I purposely dress like a boomer. Just
I
so
wanted to say you're dressed almost like you're dressed like I don't know. It's like I can't put my finger on it.
I was trying to go for Hunter S. Thompson.
I was gonna say a Hunter S. Thompson / the dude almost. It's like a little bit of both because of the glass. The glass makes it like the dude.
It's also Florida chic. I feel too. You know, I feel appropriately dressed for the state of Florida.
Wow.
Speaking about the state of Florida, Florida's jumping on board with the governor of Texas and shipping up migrants that wash up ashore. They're putting immigrants on buses and sending them up to you. I think you guys are going to be the welcoming committee.
Fucking great. Thanks, Florida. We don't want him either.
Hey, listen, I don't work in government, man. I don't make.
It's your fault, man.
I haven't, to be quite honest with you, I haven't voted for anything like that seriously down here anyway. You know what I mean? So I haven't been here long enough.
Your residency is your vote.
Yes, and I'm registered as well. But yes, I don't know. Is that true? If you were living in Nazi Germany, are you responsible? Like,
yes, you are.
No, you're not a soldier. You're just living in Nazi Germany. It's not your fault you were born there.
If you refer to it as Nazi Germany and you have a flag in your house, it's probably your fault. If you didn't just call it Germany.
What about North Koreans? It's not their fault, right?
No, you're not understanding me. You're not understanding me.
I'm not. I don't get it.
If you lived in Germany during the time of the Nazi occupation of Germany, and you referred to it as Nazi Germany, yes, you're probably part of the problem. If you refer to it as Germany,
Germany.
You're probably a normal person who just happens to live in Nazi Germany. Like if you live in North Korea and you're like, I live in a shithole, you probably are
Korea,
normal,
right? They don't say North Korea. They say the People's
yes,
Socialist
but
Republic
you heard what I'm
of
saying.
Korea.
If you say I live in this shithole, you're probably a good person.
It.
If you say I live in this place, it's beautiful.
Or you're just oblivious, right?
Yes.
Or you're just like ignorance is bliss, and this is my country, no matter what.
I think it's more of this is the cards I was dealt, and fuck.
Yeah, so it's not their fault, right?
Nah,
I don't feel like it's their fault. Unless they voted them in. If they voted them in, then it's sort of their fault.
No, it's not the people's
What if
fault.
they vote?
No, not at
What
all.
about the people who voted for Hitler to be chancellor? Like, are they at fault?
Yes.
Okay. So why
100%.
didn't they go to Nuremberg?
I don't know.
Like all the registered voters.
Wow. No, I don't mean the registered voter. I didn't mean that. I thought you meant the people that voted to get him in power, not this.
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, there was a committee, right? Yes, okay. There was some sort of committee that voted
Yes.
him in as chancellor, right? Yeah, but I mean, yeah, I guess. But wasn't there some sort of a people's vote for some shit? Like who voted for the Nazi Party to take over? Like did it did? I know they took
Nazis. That's who.
over. Not yeah. Well, yeah, that's true. Nazis vote Nazis in. I guess. I mean, somebody can't be tricked to voting like a Nazi in. Like how Palpatine was tricked. He tricked the Republic into letting him be, Supreme Chancellor.
Yeah, but it never made sense. Once you gave him that power, it's like I have everything now. Haha. No, you have words.
Well,
bro.
no,
You have
it's
words.
Caesar, dude. It's Caesar. It's what they did with Caesar. There was a republic, right? That was just run by the Senate, and then there was like a head chairman that changed hands every so often. That was the head chairman of the Senate, of the Roman Senate, and then eventually a Caesar took over, and it was supposed to be temporary executive orders, and then he didn't give it up for his whole tenure until he died. And then he handed it to the next guy. And then the baton of the Caesar was handed down. They still had a Roman Senate, which did things democratically, but they had a guy who was omnipotent over all of that. So there can be, like the people voting in shit and like local jurisdictions saying like, oh, we want this here and we want that there. But in that sort of a dictatorship, the Caesar takes over. So like obviously the Fuhrer, right, which was the Caesar of Nazi Germany, took over. But he was voted in by like 12 or 13 people or some shit, some odd number of people. It wasn't like the mass vote in a ballot box,
So thank you for the history lesson, Ryan. I appreciate it. I just wanted to ask if you saw the fights this weekend.
Yes, I watched a recap. Okay, my old ass passed out for the UFC, but I definitely immediately did my homework after I woke up. But I caught in, as it and as well after it happened and dissected it. The Joshua fight.
I as well have like an old ass motherfucker I am, did not stay up and watch it, and woke up and.
But you did your homework, right? You
did enough homework. Yes.
You saw all the Usman memes. You saw all the Camaro Usman memes.
I saw a lot of the memes.
There's several. There's one where he's bull riding.
I didn't watch the Anthony Joshua thing, by the way. I watched him get beat. Not beat, but watched the fight.
I watched most of those 12 rounds, and Usyk won. And,
I didn't see what happened at the end though. He did something at the end, didn't he?
Yeah, this is what happened. Anthony Joshua threw a fit, at least as far as what I could translate that as being. And he was bitching and complaining. I mean, in a tone. You couldn't really hear him, but the mics picked up some of what he was saying. A lot of F-bombs and shit. Bullshit. He took the two belts and dropped them out of the ring. He just, threw them. And then he bitched. And he confronted Usyk. And Usyk gave his speech in Ukrainian afterwards, the war in Ukraine and all that stuff. And it was awkward. And he was still going off as he was being let out of the ring. And I don't know, dude. It just seemed very unsportsmanlike for somebody like Joshua, who seemed like he had his shit together, even when he lost against Big Boy. You know what I mean? And fucking, came back, and then he came back to fight after, and he seemed like he had a little bit of his couth, but he just completely, lost his cool, and it just seemed unlike him. And I don't know if I want to fucking watch a guy bitch like that. He lost fair and square. Usyk took him apart. I want to see Usyk fight Tyson Fury.
Was it unanimous or was it split? I thought it was a split decision.
Yeah, but I mean, it visibly looked like fucking Usyk had control for the majority of the fight. Joshua had distance on him and stuff like that, so he did get him a few times, but I don't know. I mean, I did, sort of skim through most of that. But the thing is, when I watched, it looked like Usyk had it. Did you watch any bare knuckle?
No, I didn't.
MVP got beat. And they do, what they do is that if the judges are split and they're gonna go to is it no contest when the judges are 100% 50-50 the whole fight? It's not no contest. What do they call that? No
Draw?
decision, no cover. A draw, yeah. There's no draw in bare knuckle. They go to a 6th round tiebreaker. Whoever wins the 6th round is the winner of the fight. So there is no draw in bare knuckle, which is pretty.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
These guys are nuts, dude. These guys bleed to fucking shit. I would hate to see some dude like Diaz go into bare knuckle, but I want to see him go into bare knuckle.
MVP lost.
Lost to Perry, yeah, but Platinum Mike Perry's made for bare knuckle boxing.
No, he would. Yeah, he's a beast. Like
really
that,
is, dude.
When I saw that, I saw the billboard for that fight, and I go, what is this? Bellator? And I look, and I go, bare knuckle. Holy shit. They're going to lose all their teeth.
MVP left Bellator, and this is the thing. Bare knuckle boxing, bare knuckle fight club, championship, whatever you call it, dude, that's going to be bigger than Bellator. I think they're picking up big names. And they grabbed, like, Paige Van Zandt fights for them. Fucking,
yeah, but the longevity of these fighters aren't the same in bare knuckle.
Yeah, no, it's not. But for big fights, potential for big fights, they get paid more. I mean, obviously, people are jumping on board because they're getting paid more off the bat to fight per fight. They may not be on for as many fights, and their fights are exciting. Even the no names, dude, it's brutal, bro.
Yeah.
Just haymakers. These guys just throwing haymakers, bleeding everything. It's fucking crazy.
Because it doesn't matter.
But it's fucking entertaining as fuck. And the personalities that they're fucking grabbing to do this shit are starting to pick up steam. And I think having a guy like Platinum Mike is big for their promotion because he's, on a streak right now. He's won like 3 fights in a row, bare knuckle. And he's looking to go again too. And he beat a big name. MVP was like,
that's a big name.
Him, Pitbull, and fucking Chandler were like the big names with Bellator. And they had Fedor fighting every once in a while, Matt Mitrione fighting every once in a while. They had like some big names, but the thing is, those guys were there like run-along champs for long term. You know what I mean? And then he left Bellator. That's like somebody like that's like Israel Adesanya leaving the UFC to go fight bare knuckle for Bellator to lose MVP, and then he's gonna go there because I don't think he's supposed to go back. I think like fucking Cyborg should fight bare knuckle. She get paid big. You know what I mean? That might be the next move for her.
I didn't realize Mike Perry was like not that good in UFC.
Well, they got some guys who were contending for like light heavyweight. They got the guy Hector Lombard, he's the Cuban Australian guy who's like he fought for I think light heavyweight or he fought at welterweight and he's fighting light heavyweight in bare knuckle, but he used to be in the UFC. And he won the light heavyweight in bare knuckle. And then they got bigger names after that. Paige Van Zandt, she lost crazy fights in a row, UFC, but bare knuckle, you know what I mean? She's a draw, even though she gets her ass kicked every time,
Of course she's a draw.
Yeah, all of her fucking OnlyFans are buying the pay-per-views every time she fights.
They must have not been paying MVP a lot of money because he's been fighting in Bellator forever. He's their champion.
He's not their current champion though, or he left his champ.
Oh, he lost it.
He lost. Yeah, he lost before he left.
That's why he left. He lost.
He lost one fight. And now he's in bare knuckle. That's how I recall it happened. But Bellator paid him better than he would have gotten in UFC. But UFC, he would have gotten mauled by somebody eventually. He just went on a tear in Bellator for a minute. Like, he was one of their names for, like, I feel like 3 years. Right? All you heard was, like, MVP, MVP, Pitbull, MVP, Pitbull, MVP. Chandler. And now Chandler's a UFC name who's fucking picking up steam in the UFC. But speaking about UFC, Kamaru Usman reign over Edwards.
Oh my God,
taking the belt, dude. Exciting as fuck. Not only that, dude, but Jose Aldo losing was a little like, okay, maybe
who did he lose to?
Like
I didn't see that. That I didn't see.
He lost to somebody who I feel like had like a Central Asian or Eastern European like esque name. Maybe not a Kazakhstani or maybe like Dagestani or Chechen or something.
Wow.
Or Georgian. I don't know. One of those guys. He lost to, one of those dudes. I don't know his name. But but there was also another fight. The Luke Rockhold and fucking Paulo Acosta fight.
I hate Paulo Costa.
Yo, but yeah, Luke Rockhold apparently does too. Went Fight Club on his ass and fucking bled all over him. I don't know if you saw that graphic.
I did.
Little tidbit.
I did.
Had to watch that fight
that
to
was
see
hilarious.
how that built up. Yeah, but he lost, and you could tell he's suffering from some CTE that Bisping obviously gave to him. Because after that knockout, he hasn't been the same. He hasn't fought since 2019. And Paulo Costa, who is a beast himself, yeah, who did lose to Israel Adesanya and got fucking teabagged, you know, and humped. You know, is still a beast fighter who fucking Luke Rockhold lost to, fair and square. But he bled all over him, dude. Dude, that was sick, dude. He was just like fucking rubbing himself like a cat rubs up against the fucking scratching post. Like he just bled all over him. And it was funny. Very, very Brad Pitt-esque, you know? And he's sort of built like Brad Pitt.
Have you ever seen, who did that before him? I think it was Nate Diaz.
Yeah, but this is the thing.
Nate will wipe his blood on you.
Yeah, that's what he's done that before. But he was like sort of, I thought he was trying to make out with him, dude. It just looked like Luke Rockhold was trying to fucking, you know, swap spit with Paulo Costa for a second. And they almost touched lips like twice. You got really blurry, by the way. I can't see you, Mike.
I have a video.
So I gotta
I have a video. Hold on. No, I don't have a video.
Try to scrub you out. Oh, dude, yeah, dude. It looks like
face. I mean,
it does look suggestive. See? Oh, almost touched lips.
It's so twisted, and that is so Luke Rocco.
Wow.
Joe Rogan says that is so twisted, correct? And that is so Luke Rockhold. Like this is just what he does. Like he just rubs blood on people. Like I don't recall Luke Rockhold being the bleeding, I'm just going to rub my blood all over you type. So, yeah, this is completely, you know, I didn't expect that to happen. I mean, I expected him to probably be a bleeder because he has been cut in the past. But I did not expect him to just be like Fight Club, just go full
It's
fucking.
Hilarious.
Yeah, Tyler Durden,
crazy.
bro.
His name.
But it was exciting, dude, because this is the thing. Listen, Dana White's right. Dude.
What was his name? Robert Paulson.
This sport, yeah, Robert Paulson.
His name was Robert Paulson.
Yes. In death, we have a name, and his name is Robert Paulson. Yeah, that was sad when Meatloaf died in that movie. But anyway, so yeah, Dana White's right, dude. Anything can happen in this fucking sport. It's that crazy, dude. It could be like wrestling, and that was like wrestling. That was like a Stone Cold versus Bret the Hitman Hart moment where he's just fucking bleeding everywhere.
Undertaker versus Mankind.
Yeah, it's just like when you have these freak things that happen, especially when people break limbs, dude. Like,
you know, that's my favorite
breaking limbs,
wrestling match of all time, right?
What's that?
Undertaker Mankind.
Oh, dude. Hell in a Cell.
Yeah, Hell in a Cell. It's 98. My favorite wrestling match of all time. I watched it on pay-per-view.
It's the most
I watched it live. Yeah. I sat there, you know, I remember on my cousin's couch going like, what's going on? Nope. Oh my God, what's going to happen next? What the hell?
Yeah.
He fell through the cage onto the
At that time, that's when like the Attitude Era was at its height, and everybody. I was also on a big ECW kick. Yep. I like that extreme
ECW was
shit.
me too.
So
well, that's why they did that.
That is my number one too. What's your number two? Mine's a super nostalgic one because I have to because I was a kid.
What's yours? What's yours?
It's Andre the Giant and Hulk Hogan in WrestleMania 3. Because I watched that. I had
that on VHS. My grandfather recorded it.
That was one of the first pay-per-views I believe I watched. And then I got it rented on VHS, watched it like 10 times until my mom made us take it back, and then made her rent it again like a week later. And then we kept it. Like, she just bought it from the video store. And back then, buying a video from the video stores used to spend like $100 on a VHS tape, right? And then $100 would generate so much money for them, right? And it was like a master copy VHS tape. And you were able to re-record over it if you had a double-deck fucking VHS player, and you could fucking, or tie two VHS players together and re-record over it. But we kept it. My mom paid like $50 to keep the fucking VHS tape because I watched it that many times. It was like my favorite wrestling match of all time, is because of the body slam. Because I thought it was that impossible to pick up a 400-pound man. And Hulk Hogan, he did it. He tried, and he fell on
It's
him.
not easy. It's
And
not
that wasn't
easy.
planned. When he did it the first time, the match was supposed to be over right afterwards. Vince McMahon said, yo, done real quick. He said, okay. They had to make it last 20 minutes to make it believable. And his second attempt had to happen. The first attempt, when he fell on him, that was for real, dude. He could not pick his fat ass up. And that's when Andre the Giant was at capacity. Like, he was really, his disorder got him. He was in the grips. You know what I mean? So he was at his biggest head, biggest torso of his whole life. Like, you know, which is crazy. And then number 3 is I had there's a tie for number 3 because it's Stone Cold Rock WrestleMania when they faced each other in WrestleMania the first time. But my third favorite.
That's my number 2, by the way.
When Mankind beats The Rock and gets the belt in Monday Night Raw.
That might be my number 3.
Yeah.
That's
Mankind winning the belt from The Rock.
You know, I was thinking about what my number 2 was as we're talking about, and I'm like, it has to be Stone Cold. And Stone Cold versus who? Because there's so many great Stone Cold moments.
Yeah.
There's
The
just
Rock
so many.
used to sell the stunner, though. When The Rock used to pop back up like a trout.
The Rock was
like
the
this.
best sell of the stunner. The best. Because
He
he
would
would
go down
bounce.
like this. He would go like this. He would go,
Yeah.
and then flop around
the
like
best.
a fish, like flop around.
100%.
It was the best, dude. He sold it the best. And Stone Cold Steve Austin was also like they weren't easy with each other because a lot of guys, if they weren't familiar with how they wrestled with each other, would take it easy so they didn't fuck up maneuvers. But they would go full blast. And Stone Cold was like, I don't care if my neck is broken. Tell The Rock, don't go easy on me. He would tell him not to, which is some tough guy shit, bro. And now he makes beer.
Isn't he wrestling again?
I don't know, you could call it that. Ric Flair had his last match recently. I think we probably pulled that up, on a podcast already.
We discussed it. I don't know if we pulled it up.
Ric Flair, yeah. So as far as I'm concerned, when he wrestled Heartbreak Kid at WrestleMania, his retirement match, that was the last match.
Yeah, I was going to say.
This is okay, yes. This is his ceremonial thing to the rest of his buddies because The Undertaker and everybody was in the audience. Everybody else was in the audience. Like a whole bunch of WWE legends were there to watch it happen. Bret the Hitman Hart was there. A whole bunch of people were there. But it's, you know, you could watch it. You could actually go, Jeff Jarrett and him. Like, so it's like, yeah. But it's 2 fucking elderly men slapping each other.
Yes.
Yeah.
100%. That's exactly what it is.
So now, since we got flagged, and they took down our video because of the WWE. The last time we were talking about WWE, we were playing a little game called Fuck 'em or Fight 'em, remember? And I think we pulled up a picture of China, and I think they took us down. So that's an accomplishment. To anybody who's listening right now, we got taken down. Isn't that cool? Like, I don't know, are we cool people now?
You are officially on a list somewhere if you watch our show. You are probably you are also an enemy of the CCP. Is that what it is? The Chinese Communist
Isn't there
Party.
three C's in the P? CCCP? CCCCCP? PC?
That seems like there's way too many. Look, we don't want to piss them off any further. Can you stop? Can you stop? We don't want to piss them off any further.
I don't even know who we're talking about. You just tell me the letters in the alphabet. I'm just
CCP.
reciting letters down.
CCP is the Community College of Philadelphia. That's not what I wanted.
Buffalo Trace, brother.
Yes, the CCP is the Chinese Communist Party. Okay?
I promise I'll be able to make it into work tomorrow. My boss is watching.
No, he's not.
You never know.
Oh, God.
Why? You don't think my boss watches the show? Not probably.
No. I wouldn't let my boss watch the show.
You never know. Somebody might get curious and want to Google your ass.
They won't find the show if they Google me.
So,
they'll find nothing.
I think we're due for another round. I think of Fuck 'em or Fight 'em, because it seems like that segment really pisses off the algorithm. And we picked a list this week. I think, Mike, we're gonna do it silently, like we planned on doing it. And we're just gonna surprise people with the first, second, third.
It's already up.
This is the first one. So for anybody who's watching and listening, Fuck 'em or Fight 'em. Now the rules of Fuck 'em or Fight 'em go. You either have a choice of one. It's better than Fuck, Marry, Kill because that's boring. Everybody plays that game. This is just you either fuck them or you fight them. right? You got choice of one, right? You don't get to kill anybody, fuck them or fight them. Now, if you pick fuck them, who's doing the fucking? Are they fucking you or are you fucking them? And if you choose fight, what style of fight are you using? Are you going to use karate, taekwondo, jiu-jitsu, Brazilian jiu-jitsu, wrestling, boxing? You pick it. Are you guys going to duel it out with lightsabers maybe? Because I think throwing lightsabers in there, they're trying to make that like an Olympic sport now. You know?
No, they're not.
You choose your martial art, okay? So fuck him or fight him, Liz Cheney. Liz Cheney just got ousted, I believe. She got voted out, right, of her spot.
Yes, she's
and
gone.
She's a Republican, but she hates Trump though.
I don't know.
She is also Dick Cheney's daughter.
I'm fighting her.
You're fighting her?
I'm fighting her. Jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, jiu-jitsu. I feel like, I don't know. Blondes are all right. And she's like Dick Cheney's daughter. So, you know, if you're banging her, you're probably going to go places. You know what I mean? Like nice places.
Like nice places.
Yeah. I mean, you're also at risk of getting shot. If you end up dating her, you're going to get shot in a quail hunt. You know, there's a risk of running that, you know. Did you watch the movie with Christian Bale? The Dick Cheney movie?
No.
I made halfway through it. I had to stop it because I was starting to like it was very late, but I do want to continue, and it was very good. If you've ever seen the W movies, nice.
Yes, I like the W movies.
Yeah, the W movie was good. Oliver Stone-ish, but it was sort of funny. It's sort of like that, and they show George W. like hammered at a party during the Dick Cheney movie, which is really hilarious. But I digress. Anyway, yeah, I would say, yeah, fuck him. I'd be doing the fucking. I'll fuck her. Just. It's saying that is like pass. You know what I mean? It's like, you know, because you can't really say anything interesting about that. It is what it is. But we don't feel bad that she got booted out of her spot in government. Number 2, Mama Fratelli. This one's a good one. I was watching Goonies today, and I shot this idea past Mike because I figured he might be into it because of the arm, you know, like the way she strong armed the kid and shit. You know, she's a disciplinarian. I think you might want that kind of, you know, handling.
I'm fighting her.
You're fighting her?
Yes.
Yeah, I'd have to say fighting her too.
Only
because she reminds me of a family member.
I don't think I didn't.
You know what I mean?
I think when I first saw the movie, I didn't think it was a her.
You thought it was a man in a dress?
Yeah.
She was in other movies though. She was in Don't Throw Mama from the Train. You remember that movie?
Oh my God.
With Danny DeVito?
I do. It's right there.
Yeah, that's the movie.
I do. It's someone else. It's Danny DeVito and what's his name?
She sort of looks like my grandma. Not gonna
what's
lie.
his name? Don't throw
Mama from the Train.
What's his name?
Now, how are you fighting her?
The other actor. There it is. What's his name? Damn it.
How are you fighting her? Because I'm fighting her too, but I'm not gonna tell
What's
you.
his?
Yeah,
It's not Jeff Bridges. God damn it. What's his name?
Who?
The other guy in the movie. Him.
Oh, he's in Beethoven. The guy from Beethoven.
This guy. No.
This guy. What? Danny DeVito?
No, the other guy.
I can't see no other guy. I just see Mama Fratelli.
What's the other actor's name? Billy Crystal.
Oh, Billy. Yeah. Oh,
Billy
comedian actor,
Crystal.
Billy Crystal. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Don't throw Mama from the Train.
Yep. So wait, you're fighting her?
Classic. Yeah, I'm gonna fight her. How are you fighting her?
I'm boxing her.
Yeah, I'll box her. I agree. I'm totally gonna. I throw hands with her. Only because.
Imagine she beats the shit out of us.
Yeah, only because, you know, like her wrestling skills look like she just like manhandled those children.
But I don't want her getting
You know
too
what I
close to
mean?
me too. So.
Yeah, you gotta keep her at a distance. But she looks like she could box, though. I think.
Yeah, but I'm fast.
I think Mama Fratelli, the actress, is probably like an old school lesbian, like a Hollywood lesbian.
Probably.
Like she pretty much got like pigeonholed into doing those parts.
Wow.
Like the butch old lady. Like, I'm serious. I don't know. Just is that wrong to assume? I guess it is, right?
So this one makes
Probably.
me laugh. So, I think like if I fight him,
I don't know. He looks like he's been
don't know.
training like hard, dude. That's what I'm saying. I don't think a fair fight would be a fair fight. Might have to fuck him. Now you have the choice. With Ryan Reynolds, I'll say this: if you deep fake him onto another like a porn star's body, then you're still fucking Ryan Reynolds. It's still Ryan Reynolds. It's like Ryan Reynolds' head, right? But like on your choice of porn star's body.
Blake Lively's body.
Okay, bet. Blake Lively's body, right? You just take his head, but it's still Ryan Reynolds, though. He talks like Ryan Reynolds.
No, I
Ryan
don't
Reynolds.
think
It's
I don't
Deadpool.
think I can do it. I don't think I can do it. I don't think I
What
can do
if
it.
you put the Deadpool
I don't
mask
think
on
no.
him? What if you pull the Deadpool mask on him? And it's Blake Lively's body.
Yeah, but the voice. I have to duct tape him.
You
No,
get to do
I can't do it. I can't do it.
He's not fucking you. You're fucking him.
I can't do it. I don't think I can do it. I don't think I can do it.
With the Deadpool mask on. But his voice is always his voice, and he doesn't
Yeah,
change his
that's
voice.
what I'm saying. I mean,
So you have to fight him? You're going to fight him? He's going to kill you.
yeah, but it's not real life, so I'm not gonna admit to like engaging.
I know. Well, this is all hypothetical now.
Yeah, I'll fight him.
You fight him?
Yeah.
With the stipulations I added with the deep fake, just for the head removal, if you could just tell him to shut the fuck up. Like if his mouth gets sealed like it does in the Wolverine movie, like where they
I have
seal
a
his
new rule
mouth.
for you. New rule for you. You ready? You ready? It's all
No,
those.
with the Deadpool mask though.
It's
that
everything you
negates
said.
everything.
It's everything
Yeah.
you said. With the head of Ryan Reynolds and the body of Blake Lively, but you have to make out.
Ooh.
My answer's already no before that, but what is your
Yeah, I
answer?
might have to say no. I'm gonna have to do no kissing. No kissing. No kissing. No.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I have to fight him then. And
People-
I have to accept my fate.
How do you
because
get
I'm
head?
probably gonna get my ass kicked.
How do you get head?
How did who get what?
How
How
do
did
you
what
get
get
it? How do you get it? You can't.
What? Get what? No, not get head because he'd have his
That's
thing
what I'm.
sealed up.
No, but I'm saying you can't do it. It's like it's
But you
not.
said you'd have to make out with him. Oh yeah, but you said you have to make out with him. So I think that negates the mouth cover.
Never mind.
Then I'm out.
No, yeah, you're out.
Yeah, I'm out.
Yeah,
You
me too.
Yeah, you guys.
Yes. No deal. Now this is an interesting one I'll bring up because I don't even know who this person is. I didn't even know.
I don't even.
I didn't even know this
Okay.
was a show or a movie. Is it a
Yes,
movie or
it's
a
a show on Disney. Well, the comic book character's been around for a minute, but
Yeah, no one cares
She-Hulk.
about her.
No, she's Banner's cousin, and she gets a blood transfusion. It's pretty much no spoiler alert, but not spoiler alert because this is fact. It's something that's been around forever. She gets into an accident. She's a lawyer, and she gets a blood transfusion from Banner because it's the only instant match. And he's like, "All right, fuck it, if it's gonna save her life." And he knows she's gonna Hulk out, but it's not nearly as incontrollable as Banner's Hulk out. Although he's come to the point where he can control it now, but she sort of stays hot. She doesn't get brutish, and she just gets like cock diesel. So it's almost like but
Like that.
yeah, but pull up the actual comic book version. The one in the second panel. Pull up second panel. Now blow that up wide. This is the original She-Hulk and what she looked like back in the 70s, I believe, right? This is with that origin story where they gave her the blood transfusion and she just is relatively, statuesque,
It didn't work.
Amazonish looking. Won't let you blow it up. Well, either way, we're probably going to get flagged by Marvel and Disney for this. But, well, this is us pushing the limits, everybody. So, I guess, like they made her look like Amazonian, relatively attractive, and it carried on even until the next version, which is the first panel, before she becomes a CGI cartoon.
She is green.
And now people are complaining about the CGI cartoon, saying that they could have done a little bit better with it. Which, I mean, listen,
I mean, this looks terrible. That looks fake.
I know, but it's a cartoon, and you're saying whether or not you'd fuck a cartoon. You know what I mean?
This is not a cartoon.
Well, it's a CGI cartoon. It's Shrek, pretty much.
Wow. And she's a lawyer?
It's Fiona. It's Fiona. You know, it's okay. You remember Legally Blonde?
Yes.
It's Legally Fucking Green. You know, it's pretty much the show. But it's the Hulk's cousin, and she Hulks out. So fuck him or fight him. You have to say fuck him because fighting him is out of the question because she will obliterate you. She's
obliterating you either way.
Yes. Now you'd rather go out. You'd rather go out fucking though. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
obviously she's doing the fucking. There's no question in that. You lost already in that. There's no question is what's happening.
Swinging?
You have no choice in this. You're being raped by a green monster. There's pretty much what's happening.
Yes, a lawyer too.
And a relatively good-looking green monster. Now,
I mean, if it's a
She-Hulk is a
comic
track
book
record.
version,
comic book She-Hulk has a long list of legit boyfriends who range from Thor to Thing to even at one point she was banging her cousin, I think, because they realized they weren't related at some point because they change fucking shit all the time. You could actually go down the gamut of all of her ex-lovers. I think they may even have it on Google too. She's pretty stacked if you think you're into the gym type. So if you're into fit, women, like I think She-Hulk is probably up your alley. Most of you people will probably agree with, yeah, I'd probably go with the fuck 'em, and they're going to be doing the fuck. How you get fucked is completely up to them. And She-Hulk will probably obliterate you. So you'll just be like a pile of mush after she's done. Which is how you go. Because if you fight her, she's going to just one punch kill you. You know? So next on the list, another gay one.
did you say another game?
Have you seen the movie?
What?
The recent music biopic? Oh, wow, you skipped ahead.
I had to throw you a curveball.
Oh, okay. All right. So this was the one I put on the last of the list, but I put it on the last of the list because I like to throw in dead presidents or dead, forefathers. So I think we did Benjamin Franklin the last time, right? So now we pick Teddy Roosevelt. Teddy Roosevelt, epic president, has an epic history. He's a scrappy motherfucker.
Wasn't he in a wheelchair too?
No, his great cousin, who was our president as well, Franklin Delano Roosevelt, was in a wheelchair from polio.
Ah.
So that FDR, his cousin is Teddy. His great cousin or uncle is Teddy or something like that. But Teddy Roosevelt was a scrappy motherfucker, and he used to travel the world. He had like a band of enforcers called the Rough Riders, and they were badass motherfuckers who were pretty much like, I guess, military and mercenaries at the same time. He was born in New York City, and I think he was like the mayor or something for a little while also. I know he was something political in New York. Came from affluence. The Roosevelts were like a name back then. And that's how, FDR came into power also as a New York politician as well. So he's a tough guy from New York. Wore a monocle because he was losing his sight in one eye eventually after being injured in a fight. And he often used to invite people into his home to fight. Do you remember like watching the Mandingo fights in in Django Unchained? So he used to do that. They'd go into like the dining area, move the table out of the way, and they had all this space, and they would have bare knuckle boxing fights in his house. And he used to participate in some of these fights. And one of these fights, I think he got his eye injured or some shit. I might be making this up, but I think that's why he ended up wearing the monocle, because he couldn't see out of that eye anymore. But the guy was crazy. He got shot and got up and finished his speech. In the middle of his speech, he got shot and got up and finished his speech. So the thing is, I don't think I want to fuck this guy because he might not be fun, because he might be a stiff leg. You might have to fight him because he likes to fight. And, that might be a fun one. And just to say you fought Teddy Roosevelt back in 1900, would have been an accolade in itself. It would have gotten you many a free drink if you could fucking prove that. And he would often give people souvenirs and shit like that. You know, take this moose head. We just got into a fight. So I say I'd have to fight.
I'd fight him too, and it'll be a duel.
What, like with a pistol?
Yes.
That was fashionable back then too.
Exactly.
You know? But you know they would shoot to maim most of the time. Like people that really didn't die often. And if they did back in the early days in the 1700s, they died like days or weeks later from the wound.
Good thing we have modern medicine now.
Most people will die from gunshot wounds anyway, depending on the ammunition you use. So, you know, just don't get shot.
Yeah, that's
if you
a
get shot,
good idea.
a limb is probably better, but even then you could bleed out. Next on the list. I think we have 2 pop stars left, right? The OG pop star, the king of rock and roll himself, Elvis Presley, who just had a biopic that came out. It was like, I think, well received by the critics. I did not watch it yet, although I have to put it on the list because I like movies like Ray. I like Walk the Line. I like fucking Great Balls of Fire. I like The Doors. This kid, which I guess
Really?
well, the one on the right.
Which one played?
Austin Butler is the guy on the right. I think that's the guy who played Elvis. I think the movie, though, if I got it explained to me correctly, is mostly about Tom Hanks, like his manager, like fucking him over, because you know that's how that went. You know, like he literally had a guy taking 90%, who like was his manager the whole time, talked him into going into the military. When they had an out, he said, "Oh, it would look good for your image," and it did. He wasn't wrong. Like a lot of the moves that his manager made, getting him into Hollywood movies, doing all those like Hawaiian hula fucking rock and roll, Jailhouse Rock. Yeah, he got a little pumped before he died. Sad as it is, he died on the fucking toilet bowl. But he's Elvis Presley. You know what I mean? And if you were in the presence of Elvis Presley, even if you were a 14-year-old, watch out.
And he was a
I believe
martial artist. You know that, right?
Well, he did a lot of like.
No, but
mimicking,
he really was. He really was.
Listen, he was coddled by the guy who trained him, and he's like, okay, like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, real deal black belt, right? He actually really trained. He really trained, and he was a famous guy who like reached, to a certain accolade of martial arts. Elvis, on the other hand, was the only source of income to the guy who was training him. You know what I mean? Who, yes, may have been himself legit, but was just like, yeah, okay, yeah, you're a black belt, okay. I don't think if Elvis Presley got into the octagon, could have fucking fared against anybody, even in the early days of the UFC. Elvis Presley would have gotten his ass whooped if he tried to fuck with anybody on the street. So Elvis Presley, on the other hand, did carry a gun everywhere, and I think he carried a gun into the White House when he met Nixon.
He was awarded a black belt in karate in 1960. He started training in 1958. And he started in the army when he was drafted in Germany. And his instructor was a German Shadokan stylist named Jorgen Sindel.
He was already famous by then. And my point is, he was surrounded by yes men. Do you think he was legit? Do you think Bruce Lee could have kicked Elvis's ass?
Absolutely.
For sure. Chuck Norris would have kicked Elvis's ass.
But the thing is, the guy that taught him karate also was a judo black belt, so he also had judo training too.
I think, you know what? I was thinking I wanted to fuck Elvis because he's pretty as fuck, and Priscilla Presley.
But now, because I said that,
daughter was pretty as fuck. But I think I'm gonna fight Elvis Presley. I think I could have kicked Elvis Presley's ass, especially fat Elvis Presley. I would have fucked him up because he would have been on so many fucking drugs, dude. I would have kicked I would have kicked the peanut butter and banana sandwich out his fucking ass. I think the guy in the Walk the Line movie who played Elvis looked more like Elvis than the guy who played it in the movie. But apparently, I think he did well. People said the movie was good.
Do you want to laugh?
I always want to laugh.
For 1 year, let me change that. 1 year for Halloween, I was Fat Ninja Elvis. I had an Elvis wig. I wore my white karate suit with pillows tucked all around me. I had
So you had a gi with fluff to make you fat.
And I had all these rings on. And I'd wear all these like fake gold rings. And I would
Like
ring a bell.
Liberace.
I'd ring the doorbell. They would open the door, and when they gave candy, I'd be like, "Thank you very much," and I'd walk away. I was like 12 or 11.
Yeah,
it was my dad's idea. It was my idea for a costume, and I went up to
the mashup ones are the best. Like when you mix two.
Yeah, I went up to one neighbor's house, rang the bell, and I was like, "Kiss the ring, kiss it, kiss it." It was a better costume than his other idea. Yeah, his other idea was he was going to have me be a Gila monster. So I dressed like Gilligan from Gilligan's Island, but have like lizard arms because of Gila.
So you'd be a Gila monster? That's pretty funny too.
But he's like, no one will get that, but Fat Ninja Elvis people will get.
So you think Elvis would kick your ass, so you're not fighting Elvis?
No, I'll fight him in a kickboxing match. Take your karate and eat my Muay Thai chops.
Yeah, I think you'd get him. Low leg kicks, you'd get him in fucking 2 seconds, dude. Those low leg kicks are devastating. Those high leg kicks like Kamaru Usman took last night, those are fucking even more devastating.
You know, that was incredible.
The thing is, okay, this is the thing about epic knockouts. The ones, right, where motherfuckers stiffen up or in another plane. Did you see how he was just blankly staring into space? His face got flat. Like, it looked like gravity took his face. And he was just, like, pan-faced on the ground, staring up to the sky. He was in another world, and he was looking at different people than were in that arena for, like, 10 seconds, for sure. And the memes are hilarious, because he's stiffened up, and they got him bull riding. So he's like this, and he's on the back of a bull. They got him looking up. There's one that I think I'll send to you right now, as a matter of fact. How about this, Mike? You want to laugh? I don't know if you'll be able to share it, but I think you should definitely take a look at this. And give me a chuckle when you get the text. Let me know you got it. Because this is the funniest one that I laughed at. And I don't know if it's appropriate to show on this, but maybe we can pull it up. Who knows? But yeah, man, I think I would fuck up. I would fuck up.
That's nasty.
Yeah, it's nasty. But yeah, Elvis, I think I could fuck up Elvis. I think I'd be able to beat his ass.
We're fighting Elvis. Both of us will fight Elvis.
Yeah. Now, who's the next pop star? Now, there's a stipulation on this one. And I'm fighting Elvis. Kickboxing, and I have no kickboxing experience. Oh, yeah. See, this is the meme I just sent to Mike.
Yeah.
Epic. Now, the Kamaru Usman memes started literally last night while I was sleeping, so I didn't get to enjoy them until I woke up. When I woke up, I immediately drank a sip of my coffee, laughed at a Kamaru Usman meme, and then went to go poop, and then laughed at another 10 while I was pooping. It is the gift that keeps on giving. Now, the final contestant in Fuck 'em or Fight 'em today is Britney Spears. Now, Britney Spears, to all you pedophiles out there, you cannot choose her in her underage era. Your only choice is to fuck her in our age era. So I think she's my age. She's 41, I think. I'm 41. So you gotta fuck her in batshit crazy Britney era, but free batshit crazy, not while she's under conservatorship. Fuck her or fight her. Chances are she might end up fighting you, even if you do fuck her. So get it out of the way and fight her.
No, I'm fucking her. What do you think this is? Come on, man. It's Britney Spears. I want her to be last because it's like.
Is she doing the fucking, Mike?
No. No.
You're doing the
She's
fucking.
gonna be like pineapples and. What?
You think she's gonna be on her antipsychotic meds, just in a stupor? Her social media.
No, I don't think she's on anything, and that's the problem. Yeah, it is.
You don't even watch because you know she's gonna get naked at any second. So you don't wait to watch her get naked because she's pretty much naked all the time now, you know, or faintly naked, but you catch a nip slip here and there. But she just what she does and the look that she gives to the camera is what's scary. And I mean, it's scary in a way that I sort of chuckle to myself, and I thank the Lord that there is a screen between us because I feel like. Much like that dude who was fucking with the lion. You remember that guy who was like poking at the lion? The lion grabbed him and pulled him through the fence at the zoo.
Yep.
And the guy screaming for dear life. The look that she gives through that screen is very reminiscent of like, if you get too close, I'm going to pull you into this world. And that doesn't look like a world that I want to exist in. I want to say I want to fight her.
That comment right there. That comment right there.
What did they say?
This video made me straight.
Oh, wow. The thing is, the popular answer would be fucker. Which the thing is, you don't want to completely take it off the table, but if the fucking turned into fighting and you had no choice but to fight her, I'd have to say I'd have to wrestle her. And maybe it ends in a rear naked choke. Maybe it's me going off to La La Land. Which I feel like it is, because she looks fit as fuck. Like she's ready to fight somebody.
Is she gonna come out with a new album or something? Because she needs to do something, right?
She could, but the thing is she has so much clout on the internet. I think you make money if you're this much of like an influencer, right? With that many millions of fucking followers. I don't know, insanity? Like, I don't know. Like, look at how many people following her.
41 million.
Yeah, dude. There's got to be like, isn't there like a monetary point that you reach in followers that you end up getting a stipend from Instagram?
What is she wearing?
Like workout clothing.
That is not workout clothing.
I mean, she's working out, and she's clothed technically. So, what do you call that?
Being naked, seeing what you had for dinner.
Do you think now that she lost her conservatorship, she had to like hire a whole bunch of illegals that got bused to her by from Texas and Florida?
I don't know.
Where does she live? Does she live in Cali or does she live in like Louisiana, where she's from?
She's just posting a lot of shit, isn't she?
Yeah, dude. She's like, no, that's old. That's all old. She's naked all the time, dude. She's a lot younger in those pictures, but yeah, she does this often. She just busts moves that she used to do in Vegas, like when she had a residency there. I mean, listen, she's been dancing for like how long? Since Disney, right? So like that's 30 years. So what she does is she does like I don't know, performance art now. I guess you could call it. Like if you take away her psych meds, it's performance art, right?
I don't know what it is. It's something.
She's dancing, but isn't that the thing? That's the thing that's cool now. Like she's like in her 40s, but TikTok is cool. All these people who do lip sync and dancing, like you've seen the meme, Milli Vanilli are turning over in their grave because everybody's making money off of lip sync dancing on TikTok now, and Reels, and Instagram, and that's pretty much what she does. She's just busting moves to songs that she sang on. So I don't know. Britney's free now, so she's free to do whatever she wants. So fuck her or fight her.
Leave Britney alone. Leave her alone. You remember that video?
You can't get rid of it, dude. That is. I feel like okay. When did you start using the term viral? I guarantee you, it's around the time that video came out.
I don't remember, to be honest, when I used the term.
When was that? That was like 2008, right?
I don't know.
I remember in like 08, 07, 08 being like that. This is viral because this is all over the internet. You know, I remember saying that was something that's popping up everywhere is going viral.
I don't remember.
YouTube.
I don't know, to be honest.
YouTube is really the first platform that had viral videos that everybody went to YouTube to see the next guy getting hit in the nuts. That was hilarious. You know what I mean? For a minute back in the early aughts. Like, it was just seemed like, you know, I don't know. In my memory, that's how it went. I feel like I heard people say it in like 2006, 2007. But by 2008, I started saying viral. Like, you see that viral video? Did you see this viral clip? This fail video? Do you remember when fail videos were cool, dude?
Yeah,
and you used to be like, hey, bro, fail video,
blog
bro.
or whatever it was called.
Fail blog? You remember fail blog?
Was that what it was called?
And it said fail blog. Welcome to fail blog. Right? Is that still a site?
I don't know.
That was like, okay, all right, dawn of the internet really is like 95 when people started going on AOL and shit like that, right? But the dawn of like mass hilarity, not hysteria, was when viral videos like fail videos started popping up. Because it was like America's Funniest Home Videos, but with no censorship, 24/7. And you could just go on YouTube. And YouTube used to not be shows like this. It used to not be like, you know, like vlogs and fucking podcasts and educational videos. It used to mostly be just people posting little random tidbits of what was going on in their life. And a lot of those at a certain point, if they weren't shocking videos, were people like getting hurt on BMX bikes and getting hit in the nuts in a softball game. You know what I mean? Or a girl gets her hair caught in a ceiling fan and like all that stupid shit. You know? Spray can explodes in guy's hand. And now it just seems like the norm. Like everybody watches videos. Like, you remember that video with the fireworks next to the guy in the wheelchair and they're telling the guy to move. They're telling him to move and his wheelchair is mad slow. And the fucking fireworks are just going all next to him.
Boom, yeah.
Those videos, now they're very common. Like, that's the most recent one that I think in the last year that really caught my attention, that reminded me of a video like that. But you watch videos like that on the regular now. We send shit to each other like that all the time.
All the time.
You know what I mean? And that just seems like regular conversation. But back then, it was like in circulation. It was like, did you see this guy get hit in the nuts? And it was a specific video. And that everybody watched, and it went in circulation. Now everybody sees it at the same time on the same day. And you forget about it tomorrow. Kamaru Usman will be gone in a week.
Yeah. Exactly. Well, because usually there's something new after that, too.
There's something to replace it. Back then, you had a little bit more longevity in, like, the content that was released, you know? So if you go back to, like, videos that were released in 2007, you're going to have those ones that went viral back then that were, like, 50,000 to 100,000 views. Now those things are in the 5 million, 6 million, just people casually just coming up in their algorithm.
Yep.
Which hopefully we come up in an algorithm that's not something that gets flagged.
Never gonna happen.
Which I think that'll be our thing. Our MO should be, we're up for a limited time, guys. So if you're watching this video and you're still watching this video, the algorithm could pull it down at any minute because now we are on some sort of electronic watch because of the ridiculous shit and or copyright infringement that we could be pulling up. Which I think copyright infringement is an honest mistake. That's something like, oh, oops, we couldn't show this picture. But if it's on Google, it's on Google, though, right?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly why I don't understand it. But like I was saying, if you watch us, you're definitely on some kind of a watch list. Enjoy.
You're probably one of us, one of us, one of us, one of us. I got tinfoil underneath this hat, man. I'm feeling pretty Hunter S. Thompson in this hat, though. I think I might wear it 2 weeks in a row. It's a different shirt, different hat every week. That's my thing. That's what I'm gonna do. I'll try not to copy, but you know what? I get stoned sometimes. I forget that I wore the hat twice in a row.
So the Mets, how do you think they're doing?
They're doing good. Comeback win tonight. 10-9 in Philly. We took 3 out of 4 games.
When do you think they
we see the Yankees tomorrow. We beat the Yankees 2 in a row the last time we saw them. Let's go Mets. And hopefully they win Monday and Tuesday. And if they don't, then we're still in a good spot. But death to the fucking Shatlanta Braves, I hope they shat their pants and keep losing because we want to keep that lead nice and distant away from them, which they're closing in. But, they're always a thorn in our side. But let's go Mets. Let's fucking go Mets. LFGM for life.
Let's fucking go Mets.
That's it.
Thank you for watching the Dumbfounded Shit podcast. It's only a matter of time until the Mets fuck it up and, go back to
Don't
being
jinx
the
it,
Mets.
Mike. You live in Queens.
Yes,
Don't
I
do
know.
your gypsy. Don't do your gypsy Irish hocus pocus on my fucking team, you motherfucker.
See you
Let's
next
go
week,
Mets.
everyone.
See you later,
next
dipshits.
Wednesday, 9, 10.
Yeah, Wednesday at 9, and we're trying to be on time this time.
Yes.
Try to do it. Barring any sort of
Well, I do have
dipshit stuff.
Shit. I'll make it work.
We could do Sunday again.
I'll make it work.
Dipshit Sundays.
We'll figure it out.
Cheers, y'all.
I
Later,
have,
dipshits.
I have a wake and a funeral on Wednesday.